Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. We're glad that you're here. I'm Steve,
And I'm Scott.
and together we're Backyard Musings Science and Technology channel.
Yep, and we are talking about another health issue this afternoon. So this is kind of cool. I remember. Let's just get into it.
Natural UV protective compounds from algae are revealing unexpected biological activities. Scientists have found that certain natural compounds produced by algae and cyanobacteria may offer benefits beyond sun protection, including support for skin health and cardiovascular function.
Hmm.
In lab experiments, two mycosporine-like amino acids were found to do more than soak up ultraviolet light. Would you like to know more?
So do you remember here? It's been a bit, but there used to be this big blue algae craze, and I don't remember
Yeah.
what the health benefits were from that, but that was a big deal. Everybody was taking the blue algae. So I don't know. It's been a while, but it's maybe this is not like blue algae, but it's raised its ugly head again. So they also slowed down a major enzyme tied to blood pressure control, which that's huge, while showing antioxidant and anti-aging activity. The results hint that the same chemistry that helps ocean organisms handle harsh sunlight could someday inspire ingredients for both skincare products and functional foods. Okay.
These compounds, called mycosporine-like amino acids, MAAs, are produced by seaweeds and other tiny organisms that spend their lives exposed to intense light. MAAs work like built-in sun filters by absorbing ultraviolet radiation before it can harm cells.
That protective role is exactly why cosmetic scientists have been interested in them as a more nature-derived option than some synthetic UV filters. What is changing now is the growing evidence that MAAs may also interact with biological pathways in ways that have nothing to do with sunburn. Okay.
A study published in Bioscience, Biotechnology, and Biochemistry on January 19th, 2026, led by Hakuto Kageyama of Meihō University's Graduate School of Environmental and Human Sciences, reports that MAAs can inhibit angiotensin converting enzyme, or ACE, a key regulator of blood pressure. ACE helps control how strongly blood vessels constrict or relax, and many widely prescribed hypertension drugs work by blocking it.
Professor Kageyama says, quote, we discovered that MAAs can inhibit angiotensin converting enzyme, suggesting a previously unrecognized potential for blood pressure related health benefits. So maybe a natural thing instead of popping pills, right? That would be good.
Yeah. ACE is essential for maintaining healthy blood pressure because it helps regulate the narrowing and widening of blood vessels. Many widely used medications for high blood pressure work by suppressing this enzyme. As a result, identifying natural substances that can reduce ACE activity is a major focus in nutrition and health science.
Algae and cyanobacteria synthesize MAAs as part of their built-in defense against sunlight. Although scientists have identified more than 70 different MAAs, commercial applications typically rely on only a small number of familiar types. Numerous chemically altered versions, remain largely unexplored, even though minor changes in molecular structure can significantly influence how these compounds function in the body.
To better understand these differences, the research team compared two MAAs with distinct chemical features. One was Porphyra 334, or a commonly occurring MAA found in edible seaweed. The other was, we'll just call it alphabet, GLCHMS 326, alphabet 326, a less typical form that includes additional chemical groups. These added components subtly change the molecule structure and behavior.
So this, we've talked about these what do you call these significant names that they've given these chemicals or whatever. That 334, do you think that's the 334th time they've tried this stuff? And that's,
Possibly. Yeah, that sounds right.
Wow. Okay. The scientists first isolated both compounds from their natural sources. Porphyra 334 was obtained from dried seaweed, while GLC, or is that G1? Is it GL? Yeah, GLC HMS 326 was extracted from a cyanobacterium collected at a hot spring in Thailand. The team then exposed the purified compounds to heat and light and assessed their biological effects using standard laboratory techniques.
I can just see this. They put the glass under the magnifying glass thing. What is it doing?
Why did
Little
they pick?
science
I
test.
wonder why they picked a spring in Thailand. I mean, we
Maybe it
got hot
has,
springs all over the place.
yeah, maybe it has
Yeah,
special properties that it heals
yeah.
people. I don't know. A series of tests focused on antioxidant activity, which measures how effectively a substance can neutralize free radicals. Free radicals are unstable molecules that can damage cells and contribute to aging and disease. The researchers found that alphabet 326 functioned as a powerful antioxidant that worked gradually over time, suggesting longer lasting protection. In contrast, Porphyra 334 displayed more limited antioxidant strength.
The researchers also examined anti-glycation activity. Okay. Glycation is a process in which sugar molecules bind to proteins, reducing their flexibility and function. This process plays a role in skin aging and some chronic diseases. In these tests, Porphyra 334 was more effective than HMS Pentafor 326 at preventing protein damage. I wonder what that stands for, that GLC HMS
Oh,
326.
the GL may be glycol,
Oh, okay.
something like that, and then H and M, I don't know, hydrogen,
Yeah, I don't
helium.
know.
Yeah. In addition, both MAAs were tested for their ability to block cholanginase,
Hmm.
an enzyme that breaks down collagen, or maybe it's collagenase, yeah, and contributes to wrinkle formation. Alphabet 326 showed stronger collagenase inhibition, suggesting potential anti-aging benefits.
One of the most notable findings came from experiments on ACE or ACE inhibition. Both compounds reduced the activity of this enzyme in laboratory tests, marking the first report of such an effect for MMAs. Although the observed effects were moderate and measured outside the human body, the discovery opens a new direction for future research. Quote, our data further support their potential as multifunctional natural sunscreen ingredients. Says Professor Kageyama. Quote on with a quote, chemical modification can substantially shift their functional profiles, unquote.
The researchers emphasize their findings are based on controlled laboratory experiments. Further studies, also known as Gimme Yo Money, are needed to determine whether similar effects occur in living organisms and whether practical doses can be achieved through food or cosmetic products. Still, the results are encouraging. Porphyra 334 is abundant in edible seaweed, which is already consumed widely in many countries. This raises a possibility that everyday foods may contain underappreciated bioactive compounds worthy of further health-related research.
Okay, overall, the study provides new insight into how natural sun-protected molecules can serve multiple biological roles. By revealing how small chemical differences shape their activity, the research lays the groundwork for developing next-generation cosmetic products and functional foods inspired by nature. Okay? And I'm sure this is making the people that come up with sunscreen and all that kind of stuff, I'm sure they're just throwing money at this left and right. So
I would think people like Clinique and some of the other major health and beauty aids companies would be interested in it too.
right.
Anti-aging,
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and
like
that's a
the
big deal,
wrinkle,
right? Nobody wants to grow old and get ugly. So
present company excluded.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. It's tough, it's tough having to hang around with imperfect people. It just is. So I say that every day.
Wow, is that a compliment or a dig? I don't know. All right, folks. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you in the morning.
Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your day.